Alrighty, here we go.
Of the race with my own eyes, ladies, gents, and mad malcontents.
Lamau.
You wanted an update?
I'm gonna steal that. Ladies, gents, and mad
We've mostly
malcontents.
seen gauntlet runner skirmishes and dueling mayhem. Now it's time for the real thing. Sounds like we've lost a few candidates already too. Poor bastards went after something too nasty for their head hunt and got themselves head hunted.
This is so sad.
We've got some candidates who have outright given up.
Based.
No confidence. Can't blame them against these odds. And some others have bought and sold out of the race.
Wow.
Come on! That's a bit unfair, isn't it?
I suppose money's power like anything else. Military strength's not meant to decide this race anyhow.
The question is, what's our final head count going to look like? Lots of
That's an excellent question.
People and will not know the truth until the exhibition. A little bird told me one of our contenders has made a bold play in Martira. They might not even come out of it with a head.
What are they scheming then? Let's hear some details.
Sorry, chums, I'm just the crier.
Lamau.
Can't speak for any one candidate in particular. Luckily, you'll not have long to wait now. With all that said, can't help but wonder how Count Luis is taking this, can we?
We do not care.
My sources say he's not bothered with any of this. He's still gallivanting across the land, killing humans. And yet, even without a formal entry, Luis's voter base is still growing.
That's insane.
Bound to have his eminence Forden grinding his teeth. That, for now.
That's aura right there.
Let's enjoy the show.
Bro didn't even enter the competition, and he's getting votes. That's insane. Bro's just chilling.
Right, everyone. Farewell said.
The goat.
Tickets packed.
All that remains is to ride to Oceania with pride in our hearts.
Watch out, Luis. You won't know what hit you.
Well then, off to the races, what?
It'll probably be a heavy skill. Or severe. I don't know how far it goes in this
Sounds
game.
like quite a journey. I hope it won't be.
So far, I only
as
have
bumpy as
medium
last
skills.
time.
I have been taking my sweet behind time with this game.
Slight smoother. But you've got wings. What are you fussing for?
Oh,
Lamau.
there it is. Should have known the fatigue would hit eventually. About time I got some sleep.
Good night, Stroll. Love you.
Heis, mate. Why are you on my bed?
Lamau.
You're positively miniature, man. There are plenty of other places fit for you to sleep.
Lamau.
Splendid. Just magnificent.
What is he dreaming about?
I hope you've no designs on taking my bed. I have cut men down for less.
Things like these.
Who needs anemones? Next is Port Brilehaven, the capital of the Principality of Oceania. If we punch it south of Martira, we'll make it in, I'd say 3 nights. 4 days or so. Alrighty. Sheesh! Long time.
Whoa!
Ooh, and it's gonna be stormy there. Wow, so that's Port Brilehaven. Looks pretty interesting. Can I get some information? The capital of the Principality of Oceania. The flourishing trade port known for its liberal, free-spirited atmosphere, home to an ocean breeze and infrequent tempests.
Oh, hey.
Leo. What sort of place is Port Brilehaven exactly? It's a large city, prosperous in commerce. A large city of prosperous commerce, due in no small part to its oceanside proximity. I envision droves of people will pour in for the exhibition. All the people delayed by the landslide might be showing up. Keep an eye on the road, okay, nurse? Why, I never. Who do you think you're talking to? Leave it to me. Next stop, Port Brilehaven, capital of Oceania. Alright, let's get active. I'm gonna cook this thing.
Old castle town stricken by tragedy, the gauntlet runner sets off toward the exhibition of the brave. Their destination, Port Brilehaven, capital of the Principality of Oceania. A world unknown to them. What will they accomplish? Acclaim? Or...
Oh boy.
Can you hear me?
Hello there, can you hear me? Marissa's voice is coming out of the rudder phone. If you're hurting for things to do, hop on over to the lounge. I fixed that plant culture chamber, so now you can grow seeds if you got them. Oh, cool! Oh, wait, I can cook without spending time, I forgot.
Now,
Hello, little guy! He has a non-marked version, that's cool.
I wanted to try to time that for you to be in a cutscene when I joined. Did it work?
No, and you're stupid. Anyway, I've heard that you mean to cook with dough today. In that case, you were right to summon me. Dough is the most delicate ingredient, and those who lack experience often go afoul of it. But you're in luck today, lad, for I was raised in the grain belt, and our dough shall rise to my standards. You get it? You get it? Cause dough rises and said it. Anyway, I followed Heismay's lead and began kneading the flour into dough. Why is he putting his toes in it? Wow! You ate the fluffiest bread I've ever seen. I present to you the taste of my hometown. With this benevolent bread, prepare yourself. You are not ready. Ooh, thanks to speed cooking, I cook without passing time. How the freak does that work? Through sparse and objective, the words still manage to vividly depict the endearing qualities of a small child. He writes of the day his son took his first steps, the first words his son spoke, a time his son nearly ripped his ears off, climbing all over him, of worrying about his son not eating his vegetables, of his son refusing to stop crying at night, of being so exhausted he'll fall asleep in places without realizing it. I see. Being a parent brought him lots of struggles, but even more than that, it brought him joy. A warmth rises inside of me. I feel like my tolerance has improved.
All right.
Wholesome. I have zero eloquence. Oh my goodness.
The party sets off for Martira. As they watch the setting sun sink under the horizon, their gauntlet runner arrives in a land grown thick with trees. The wildlife retreats to safety before the sunlight fades, leaving only deafening silence. The anticipation that follows a journey's beginning swells in their hearts.
W narration? Low-key, this would be a great D&D campaign. Hey, have you heard? There's a bath cask on the back deck now. Oh, I can take a shower now. I've heard enough whining about people not being able to bathe, so I whipped something up. It's not elegant, but it'll do the job. No doubt it would shake too much if we used it while traveling, but it should be lovely to enjoy a soak while we're stopped.
Speaking of,
I've heard that certain regions, fruits and grasses are added to the bathwater to relieve exhaustion and strengthen the body. Should you encounter such items, perhaps you ought to consider a purchase. Absolutely.
Going outside at night in this universe, what's the worst that could happen?
Oh wait, I just realized you can see every person's race. I mean, it's kind of obvious by looking at them, if you know the different races of the game. Like, obviously Gallica's a fairy, Stroll's a Clemar, BB Girl Hulkenberg is a Rosant, our boy Heismay's a Ujiv, War is a Clemar. Heck yeah. Time to take a bath. Apparently, we can either enter as is or make it better by putting something into the hot water first. If you put something in that smells good, I bet it'll feel nice. A leisurely soak in here, it will relieve fatigue and my anxiety in my mind and body. I might even get some mag as well. While I'm at it, maybe I should put something in the hot water. Actually, I'm not stinky. No, Betas is. It's a freshly heated bath. The fragrance of the wooden cask envelops me. I should ease in and let myself acclimate. A warmth expands from my body's core as fatigue and anxiety dissipate. I'm changing back from the bath. Oh, that's not a bad amount.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
I could have done something more smart with my time there, like work on my social stats a bit more.
That reminds me.
We'll arrive in the Ocean City the day after tomorrow. May, you've erected a tent up above, haven't you? You take care that you don't get carried off by the wind. I'm confident that it'll take more than that to pull the tent apart. Though I suppose some caution is warranted. Worst case scenario, you've got wings. You could just fly back to us, no? My young friend, where did you hear UG for capital flight? I hate to disappoint, but they're rather more for gliding. Tragic. 2 days and we'll be in brilehaven. Really gotten used to all this traveling, don't you think? I suppose so. This entry describes Heisman and his son running through fields together on a beautiful sunny day. I can almost hear their carefree cries of laughter. At one point, Heisman loses sight of his son, only to find he'd climbed a tall tree. Heisman is mortified until the boy nimbly jumps down, just as his father would have. I want a dad. Wish I had a dad. That'd be cool. I see. Being a parent brought him lots of struggles, but even more than that brought him joy. Isn't that cool?
Nura speaking.
This is Nuris! I've got something on the gold girl's radar, so we'll be taking a short stop.
The city ruins come to view. This place
Ooh, we better get a new thing.
Of magla crystals by
I cannot wait to show this to
the miners were hardy
to Maria.
And spirited, and the promise of riches lured many here. In its time, it may have rivaled brilehaven.
Really?
However, the promise of strong magla drew forth the humans. As tragedies climbed, it became a ghost town. Now only the threatening glimmer of the crystals remain. And with the promise of abandoned riches followed the thieves. For some reason, though, they all seem to scurry home empty-handed, gripped by fear.
This is so sad. Alexa. Whoa! This is a truly harrowing sight. Look at all those crystals. Simply coming here is enough to wound the soul. The chill settles to my very bones as I consider what could have occurred here. There are craters all over the place. Oh my goodness. Stroll, is this your home? Something wrong, lad? Did the gauntlet runner get the best of your stomach again?
No.
No, sorry. Just reminded me of something unpleasant. You okay?
Everything okay?
Right.
Yeah. Sorry to cause you any concern. I know what destroyed this village. I've no doubt about it. This is the work of a human. Indeed, the scars left upon this place differ from the traces left behind the monster tracks or acts of war. Right. I don't know if microcrystals are what attacked the humans here, or if the attack caused them, but my hometown will eventually... Stroll. I'll make no assumptions about what runs through your mind, but I would ask that you recall the time when we cut down the human at the castle and saved all those lives within.
That's why.
Do not allow your thoughts to dwell on negativity. The day will come when both this place and your homeland will flourish once again.
Yeah.
Yeah, I suppose you're right. I feel like coming face to face with this cruel decline of the village has deepened my wisdom in its own way.
Alright.
Ooh, getting close to rank 3 wisdom.
Hey!
Ugh, my stomach sends notice that our next meal is overdue. Why don't we head back? So I guess Nearest can read the room when he wants to, huh? Let's put this place behind us.
Here.
By the by, I made another drawing. This picture will bring viewers no joy, but it's an important sight to document nonetheless. Should I bring this to Maria? I'll take the drawing with me to ensure that I never forget what happened.
As the sun sinks below the horizon,
I guess I should show it to
the
Maria.
Gauntlet Runner arrives in a land dense with
Might not be the
trees.
happiest picture, but it's still pretty.
The Gauntlet Runner pierces the dark,
In its own
warmly
terrifying way.
in its light.
Stimulates the imagination. Ain't that right, girl? Yeah, he gets it. The day after tomorrow, we'll be in Maritime City. A real Maritime City. I bet we'll be able to see the ocean too. First time for both of us. These two have never seen the ocean? Ismay, you over here ore farming gang? Hello there. I've got altogether too much time on my hands. Let's say we take a little rest and talk for a moment. No trace of enemies around, but my eyes... my eyes, I mean. Peaceful for now, which means we'll get to have our little break. By recalling the past and planning for the future with Ismay, maybe I can hone my imagination. He's just a little guy. Goodness. Time to bid farewell to Montira, isn't it? Can't help but feel a connection to that place. The village from what I originally hail is not far from Montira. The air there agrees with my skin more than Grand Trads. It's nice and quiet. Nice and quiet in Montira. Yes, on this subject in particular, we are in full agreement. Speaking of which, where is your hometown? I've heard before that you received this mission from a hidden village where His Highness the Prince resides. It's called the Village Hidden in the Leaf for a reason. Ah, right. My apologies. I didn't mean to ask with such carelessness. Your tribe faces even harsher prejudice than the Ujif. I'll not pry if you rather not discuss it. There are none alive who would want to forget certain aspects of their past, myself included. But if that is truly the case, then perhaps it is not one's past that defines their character, what they do in the present and the future. If we were to all face the future together, then perhaps someday we could find ourselves living in a world resembling the one from that novel you carry. While my imagination grows, Ismay and I discuss the challenges still ahead of us. Imagination. I'm so glad to have the opportunity to converse. If a good night's rest evades you, then I will keep you company in its stead.
Quite.
Ah, the salty yet strangely refreshing aroma of seawater is already upon us. At this rate, we should reach brilehaven by tomorrow. Seawater? Thought so. This air feels a lot more clammy, so I assume that's what it was. And so we put the forest behind us, at long last. That must mean we are already adventured beyond, where that cliff collapsed, barring passage. Would seem it was fixed without a trace of its ruin. And speaking of ruin, nurse, do you remember that we are relying on you for a safe passage the rest of the way? Lamau. I wonder if I'll get into a fight. Nurse said the waters around brilehaven are kind of strange. I'm curious what he means by that. Also, I think there might be a scene where I can't read in literally every single video I post. So, like...
There's a compilation of female streamers. Ready? How do I find you?
Well met.
Nah, you put too much life in his voice. There's a compilation of female streamers farting. Okay, how do I find that? Xenoblade 4! You've come at the perfect moment. I was just thinking I'd ponder some battle strategies over my game board. An abstract game of military tactics, you see. Can't indulge me around.
There's a compilation of female streamers farting? Okay, how do I find that?
Alright.
Then let us begin. I shall expect no quarter, shall we?
Yes.
Considering the current flow of battle... It was an even battle, but within the span of one turn, I suddenly found myself cornered. Come now. 'Tis too early in the battle for a sullen expression. If your foe immobilizes a large force, then surely an opening may be found. Your enemies marshal their full might to breach your defenses, all whilst leaving their own base wide open. How do you respond? Okay, if their base is wide open, right? Enemies marshal their full might to breach your defenses. Me personally, I'm going for a full-scale counterattack. If they are hitting me with all their force, that means their home is completely set, like completely empty, right? So I'm flanking the freak out of them and cooking their entire people. However, I think prioritize defense is the right answer here.
In that case,
I would prioritize my defense and endure the enemy's attack. While that may seem like the appropriate course of action, 'twould be a folly to forfeit such an opportunity. A counterattack, even one with a small force, must be mounted. I was right! Me personally am an incredible genius. Apparently not when it comes to speaking, good lord! Seems like there was a better move I could have taken. Seems like my wisdom improved a little bit. Still ranked up though! I'm now knowledgeable.
Wisdom.
'Tis one of the virtues a ruler must possess. If thou aspire to true sovereignty, fill thyself with knowledge to discern truth from falsehood. A conqueror needs that precious kindling with which a follower's passions may be inflamed.
Well then.
Okay. Do you understand now? If so, show me with your next move. Hulkenberg and I doled on the board for a while. Loki, I feel like rewinding. Oh my god! Enemies coming our way! Well, so I thought. Looks like that Missy's Gauntlet Runner is coming for us this time. Hey! Hey, you lot! Yeah, the Gauntlet Runner over there! You're not becoming king on my watch! Katharina, please! We've already been through this! I've got short fuse, you know! That means you don't come right out! Kaboom! So the young miss says, I'm hoping you all are willing to act? Of course.
certainly.
Don't worry, we won't take this lying down. Wait, they're coming aboard on the other end? Now we have to accept our challenge. Katharina.
It's you! So we meet again! Maybe you got the better of me last time, but you're about to get some payback.
Girl, remember our Gauntlet Runner. Remember that there are 4 of us.
Give me a break, lady. Ever heard of learning from your mistakes? Sorry, but we don't intend to lose either.
Ooh, big talk. Well, I'm willing to rewrite my record if that's what it takes to be queen. My
Girl.
people are suffering as we speak. Who's gonna save the Parapus if I don't give it all I've got?
Girl.
I promised them all I'd become queen. You're all decent people, got nothing against you, but I'm not holding back.
Girl.
Looks like you've gotten stronger. So
31? Hold on, what level am I? Whatever. I'm probably strong enough to beat her. You know what? I'm feeling a little racist. Get your paper! I completely forgot what she was weak to, by the way. I hope you know that. What do you mean, miss? Ow. That's hurt. Defense! How about I simply buff it back up? Oh, yay! Anyway, Cyclo. Alright, I'm going to have you go for shield darts. Heal up.
You'll feel this one.
Goodness, she has Rampage on her. That's crazy. Sheesh! You know what? Screw you. Single strike. W crit. With blade in hand. Under life. I'm gonna go for a heal. Punch roll. And you know what else? You know what else? And you know what else? You'll never see this one coming. Somebody's gonna dodge. It's me. Sword Gaming. Womp. I actually completely forgot what you were weak to. Looks like we can't brute force through this one. Me brute forces through this one. Ah, you were weak to fire this whole time. Gotcha. It's a good thing so many of my people have fire skills. Oh, power of cadence. Yomp. W crit.
He's a real ace. Why are you so strong, damn you?
Yeah.
But this is
Why are we so strong? There's 4 of us.
Going in for the kill.
Really? There we go. Alright, I think her agility debuff is about to go away. I will heal.
No holding back.
Slowly, painfully. Yeah, having -3 in your evasion probably isn't a great idea, you know?
I show no mercy.
A yomp!
No. Why? Why? I trained so much for this. This isn't supposed to happen.
Girl. We are technically on the same side.
Good. Tis done.
Let's go. So much life leaves. I'm going to put more points into magic because I am insane. Woo! 806, baby. I'm going up.
I've lost.
Ah! Darn! I lost again! If I could just beat you, I'd ask you to join me. That power of yours really is something. Girl, I can ask you to join me. From what I'm seeing, you are the only person on your team. Join me. But you don't rest easy, because I will win next time. Stop preparing now, you got that? Girl. Katharina, cheer up. You have someone in there with you?
Yeah.
That makes sense. I saw your runners, so I followed you. You're as tough as they say. Oh, you adore it, cuz. Who do you think I am exactly? Pardon me. I know perfectly well that you're the great Katharina Gran. Everyone here knows. In fact, all their hopes are pinned on you. Oh, do we pass by their hometown? Are all these people migrating to find work? Even though it might kill them in the end. What other options do Parapets like them have? It might be dangerous, but you gotta break some eggs to make an omelet. You don't create. You don't. You know! Wait. Take this, and see if you can stop everyone from leaving for now. Money. Good news, you lot. Katharina has made a generous donation. Oh, thank you! Now we can eat for once! Aww! Listen, everyone. I know these times are trying, but this kind of work ain't the answer. If you can hold out just a little longer, I swear, I'm gonna set things right for us.
Well then.
Now there we are. We believe you, Katharina! Earned that money slaying a monster just a few days ago. It was meant to be the start of my royal campaign fund. It's a small price to pay for helping out my people, but it'll last a few weeks at most. They'll be heading out to find work again in no time. I just can't fathom dying to earn a living. And the fat cats are all too happy when a perp has taken them up on it.
I'll make it happen.
When I'm in charge, the first thing I'm going to do is offer bounties on their bloody heads. They squeeze us dry, so I'll squeeze them right back. Is money the answer? Will handing out money like this make it better? I got no clue myself, but I have to try something. Even now, tons of people aren't going to survive. And I can't tell people who are going to eat today, who aren't eating today, to wait till tomorrow while I think of something. I was just lucky, you know? I had the strength to pull through and survive. The truth is, most people don't have that kind of strength. They need someone to prove it for them.
That's why.
Provide it for them. You should know better than most. Those who can act gotta take action. If they don't, nothing's gonna bloody work. None of this bloody world's gonna change. It'll stay as rotten as it is. So many say there's nothing to be done, but they only say that because the Power-Ups are right where they want them, beneath everybody.
Just ain't right.
They wouldn't leave the Power-Ups stop. They couldn't have the Power-Ups stop doing well for themselves. That would shake up the shoddy ground they're standing on, like the twisted world just as it is. Let's change things. Sure. Let's change things ourselves. That's exactly what I plan on doing, Xenoblade 4. And with anyone able to take the throne, now's the time to do it. Which means I can't hand it to you either. Thanks. Much obliged, Xenoblade 4. We may be enemies, but I like having these talks. Not as powerful as I need to be, but still, I reached out to the recruitment center. And we should be seeing bigger rewards from their bounties. Go check on it. We gotta keep taking those monsters down. We'll beat this world into a piece together. Wholesome. I could feel Katharina's indignation towards the world's absurdities, as well as her deep faith in me. Rank up, baby! Oh, am I about to get a new one? The loyal hunter, Katharina. Keeper and inheritor of the brawler's virtues. Through thy shared bond, a new heroic embodiment slumbering within thee has come to blossom. Bear this new power, foster this connection, and by their strength, fulfill thy destiny. That I will. The Pugilist. Alright. Fattens the purse of bounty rewards each city's recruitment center. Heck yeah. Alrighty. Oh, it looks like a grappler. That's cool. Next time I see you, I'm taking you down for sure. So don't go dying on me.
As the shadows are stretched to their limits before darkness takes them, the Gauntlet Runner arrives in a balmy wetland. Nocturnal creatures who lay dormant beneath the fens in the light rise to seek out their prey. Meanwhile, the party rests their weary souls, fatigued by the long journey, under the protection of the Gauntlet Runner.
Awesome. We're almost there. Princess and the Frog type beat. Muddy Camp. So we'll be reviving tomorrow. I'm looking forward to seeing the kind of place brilehaven is. I am too. But let me see these details. Oh, you look so cool. Okay. Your eruption fist. That has a cool name in Japanese, I know it. Whoa, it costs HP. Does weak physical strike damage to all enemies 2 to 4 times. Okay. Not bad, not bad. Can't I give myself those cool passive skills? I'm just realizing? Yeah, I can. The Seeker's weak to fire, right? Heck yeah. I still need the mag for it. I'm gonna need a lot of mag for it. Alright, Hulkenberg. Ah, well met. I suppose you're as overburned with free time as I am. I'm certainly no stranger to love. You know the rules, and so do I. But I have no idea how to spend idle hours. If the idea appeals, might we talk of it? More imagination with Hulkenberg. I need eloquence so bad. I was very taken with the sandworm dish. It is incredible that pairing a unique ingredients of Martyra with a Port City spices could result in something so divine. With two dissimilar things that would never meet. When two dissimilar things that would never meet cross paths, an unexpected synergy can occur. Put that way, could not the same be said of our powers? That's a good example. Hi, I knew you'd understand. As only one who has eaten of the same sandworm dish could. The melon? You know how sometimes, when the powers within us resonate together, they can erupt into a move we had never conceived of prior. Perhaps the interweaving of these various diverse powers is what we'd call a miracle. Excuse me. The hero knights of yore fought alone, and were ultimately beaten. I feel the possibilities available to us as we fight together far outstrip theirs. Choosing to engage with the unknown when you encounter it can bring you the power to change the world. Now I'm really looking forward to the next city.
All right.
It's getting late, but not unmanageably so. What say you? Shall we stay up a little longer? Roses are red. The water's getting clearer. The age of a new king draws nearer.
Hello?
Hello?
Captain? Rise and shine, what? Almost there.
He's sleeping just like me for real. Bro's over here aura farming, that's crazy.
It's been a while.
You've been before?
My parents took me once when I was a boy. I remember the day we arrived, and waking up to the smell of the ocean.
I'd like to wake up to the smell.
Everything was so different from our hometown in the countryside.
I felt much the same when I reached the royal capital. Quite a sight compared to my little village, with naught but fields and mountains.
To be sure. And where are you from, Hulkenberg?
Yeah, that's a good question.
You cannot guess? Surely Montario in the east. Why, the Hulkenbergs are one of that nation's most prominent aristocratic houses, if not foremost among them.
You're an aristocrat?
You don't say.
Well, yes. Though I've no close relationship with my parents. I've hardly seen them since I left home.
I see. Suppose we've all come a long way, haven't we?
Dang, we got 2 nobles. And 2 basically fugitives.
Seems we'll make it to the exhibition just in time.
With a master at the helm, you were bound to, eh?
I really hope Joanna shows up.
We resolved to trust her. So we simply watch and wait.
Right. Everyone set and steady? Welcome, ladies and gents, to the coastal crown jewel, Port Brilehaven.
Let's go!
Port Brilehaven, capital of the Principality of Oceania, the western annexed state of Uchronia. A vivacious city, Brilehaven is port of call to ships of both trade and war.
Oh my God.
With hardy sailors. From the natural wonders caused by magma
For
to
the
the
first time
Colosseum's
ever,
contests of strength,
I heard the shut up
people
and
flock here
thing.
to see the marvels of a city
And it was actually
that never
from the movie.
sleeps. The sea guides the gauntlet runner into the city, alongside a warm, salty breeze.
Drink your prong juice!